I'm making Aunt Faye's pound cake. If you've watched some of my other videos, you may remember me talking about my Aunt Faye. She was Granny's oldest sister, and she was a really great cook. Many of Granny's recipes in her book, I've even wrote it in mine, say Aunt Faye's pound cake or Aunt Faye's whatever, or Faye's cookies. She was just such a good cook that she shared her recipes with Granny, and Granny always notes on her recipes, and I do the same where the recipe came from. I'm going to be using this really heavy-duty bundt pan. And when I was growing up, Granny had one just like this, and that's what she made all her cakes in. I remember when I was maybe, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years old, coffee cakes were all the rage, so I remember Granny using it a lot for the coffee cakes that she would make. And I always wanted one after I was married, like Granny's, and I would look and I just couldn't really find one. At that time, I didn't know like about eBay and Etsy and where you can kind of find vintage things like this, so I didn't look there. But I just kept my eye out looking at stores and stuff, and I never seen them. But one day I was at a thrift shop and I picked this one up and thought, oh my goodness, it's the same one. It's Granny's. Now, it was really grimy and dirty. You can tell it's been used a lot by me and then by whoever owned it previously. But I took it, I bought it, I think paid $1 or something for it, and took it straight to Granny's house to show her exactly that I'd found one exactly like hers that I'd always been looking for. But you can use whatever pan you normally use for pound cakes. It's hard to beat a good pound cake. I really like them. So Faye's recipe is, it takes 1 cup of shortening, 2 cups of sugar, 4 eggs, 2½ cups of plain flour, that's all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of self-rising flour, 1 cup of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to bake it. I've really greased my bundt pan really well, and we're going to bake it at 325 for about an hour or till done. In your oven it may take a little longer or may take a little less. And now I'm going to show you how to put it all together. Okay, first I have my shortening already in the mixer, and I'm going to add the sugar and cream those together. Make a big mess while I'm doing it. Okay, now that we've got that cream together, it's light and fluffy, we're going to start adding our eggs, and we're going to add one at a time and then mix well after each egg. Okay, now that we've got all the eggs in, we're going to sift together the all-purpose flour and that 1/2 cup of self-rising flour. Now that we've got them sifted together, we're going to alternately add the flour and the milk. You can really see the flour dust in the sunshine that's coming in the windows, making it really stand out. Okay, so pound cakes are not only really tasty, they're really easy to whip up too, as you can see. There's so many pound cake recipes out there. There's a ton of them, but this is one that I really like. You can see Corey's fingers reaching for what she wants. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now we're just going to put it in our greased pan.
Wish I could share it with everyone. gonna spoil my lunch though.
If you're not careful, you will.
Gotta take advantage of Mama's good cooking since I don't live here anymore.
You're a good cook too.
Not as good as you though.
We're going to smooth this down a little, and then we're going to put it in the oven. And once it comes out, we'll show you how we like to eat it. So I just got the cake out of the oven. It looks wonderful, smells wonderful. So we're going to cut a piece of it. Looks wonderful. Move that over. See, it looks great. Now, how Pap always loved to eat his pound cake was to put peaches on it. So I've got some peaches. Now, if they were Granny's home cooked peaches, they would be even better. But put some of that great peach juice on top of it. Get you a little peach. Go with it. I like pound cake with peaches, but I like pound cake with just nothing, just by itself. Pound cake's kind of one of those simple desserts, but it's pretty hard to beat a good pound cake. And Aunt Faye's is a great recipe. Very good. You could also pour chocolate on it. You could put anything on it, anything you wanted to. Any other kind of fruit. Peaches do go very well with it though. Very good. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how to make Aunt Faye's pound cake. If you have a favorite cake, pound cake recipe, please leave a comment and tell me about it. And as always, I hope you'll just continue to drop back by and help me celebrate Appalachia, which is a lot of foodways and a lot of recipes that have been passed down through the families, like Aunt Faye's pound cake.